The article I chose to discuss the relationship between HIV positive men and their risk for developing anal cancer once exposed to the human papillomavirus. HIV is the human immunodeficiency virus, which is a retrovirus, and it causes the immune system over time to weaken by lowering your CD4 count. Your CD4 count is your helper T cells, which allows for your body to trigger an immune response once exposed to any pathogen. And without having the right amount of CD4 cells, your body can't engage that response, so you no longer have the ability to fight off opportunistic infections like you once were able to. The study was conducted to determine HIV positive men and if they have a higher risk of developing anal cancer once exposed to the human papillomavirus. The author's hypothesis was that once the man was exposed, that they are more likely to develop anal cancer because they have a lower immune system and they don't have the ability to fight off opportunistic infections like most healthy people have. One of the major techniques used in the study was a cohort study, which is done over the period of 1988 to present. It was done in Switzerland, and over 103,000 men a year are enrolled in this program. The information that they gather from these men after studying over time is put into a chart to determine how much higher the risk is in developing anal cancer for men that are HIV positive. The results support the hypothesis, which isn't surprising. It also shows that exposure to HPV, smoking, and a low CD4 count leads to a significant risk for anal cancer in HIV positive men, which isn't surprising since HIV lowers your immune system and the ability to fight off infection. There is a 30-fold higher rate of anal cancer in comparison to the general population once exposed. I chose this particular article because it is very prevalent to the world we live in today. The article is not very interesting, but informative, because it explains to you why a low immune system and being exposed to a virus could cause cancer. And it also talks about risk factors that also causes cancer once you have a compromised immune system, such as smoking and the lifestyle that you live. The article was not clearly written because it used a lot of numbers and variables and didn't explain them too well in the study. The article had many limitations, but one of the main limitations I saw that it was only conducted in Switzerland. I think further studies need to be conducted here in the U.S. to determine the accuracy of this article. In conclusion, it is a great relationship between HIV infection and anal cancer once exposed to the human papillomavirus in men. But again,